Good morning to everyone. Today we will start with the new chapter, buyback of shares. So now the name itself, we can understand buyback of shares. The term buying back of share means buyback of shares. The buyback word means buying back by the company of its shares or other securities from their holders. So when you talk about buyback, it means the company is buying back the shares from its shareholders. Now, as we know, there are two type of shares, equity and preference. We have for the preference shares, we have redemption. The concept of redemption, which means repayment after a certain period of time, the preference share amount is repaid by the company. But the chapter we have already done in our last semester, but for the equity shares, there is no such word called redemption. So equity shares are permanent shares. They are not redeemed during the lifetime of the company. So once the company is closed down, the residual claim, the residual right of repayment is with the equity shareholders. Means there is no concept of redemption in the equity shares, but there is this concept called as buyback of equity shares, wherein the company will buy back its own shares from the market. For the equity shares can be bought back by the company. So what they will do, they will purchase their own shares from the market, from the shareholders. So this is known as buyback of shares, wherein the company is buying back its own shares from the market. In redemption, what happens? The whole capital is repaid. The amount invested by the shareholders is given back to them. And there are situations like there can be three conditions: par, premium, and discount. The same condition applies in buyback. So the buyback can also be made at par, premium, and discount. So this buyback can also be called as share or stock buyback. Now let us see the effect of buyback. What is the effect of buyback? First effect, there is a reduction in the share capital to the extent of the face value of the shares bought back. Means when the company is buying back its shares from the market, there will be a reduction in the share capital to the extent of the buyback amount that is bought back, the shares that is bought back. So this is one of the effect. And see one more thing, buyback has some conditions, has some minimum requirements that we will see in the we'll see when we are discussing this chapter. We will see that ahead. What are the conditions and all. Now, what is the other effect? There is a payment from the company to the extent of the price of the shares. So when buyback happens, the company makes a payment. The company makes the payment to the extent of the price of the shares. And one more effect, the very important effect is the shareholders whose shares are bought cease to be the shareholders of the company. That means that membership, that shareholdership comes to an end. Once the shares are bought back by the company, that shareholder whose shares are bought back, their shareholdership is ended. Ceased to be the shareholder of the company. Their names are removed from the register of members. Now the register of, what is register of members? Register of members is a document where the names of the shareholders are mentioned. Once your shareholdership is ended, your name is removed from the register of members. These are the effects of buyback. Now, what are the objectives of buyback? Now, what can be the objectives for buyback? First, to increase the earning per share. Now, what do you mean by earning per share? Earning per share, for this, I will see. The earnings means the profit. Earning means what? The profit, the returns of the company. Now, earning per share means how much earning is distributed to individual share. How to calculate the earning per share? So that can be calculated by the total profit available to equity shareholders divide by number of equity shareholder. Suppose the profit available to the earnings available to equity share. How do we get the earnings available to equity shares? When we get the final profit after tax, whatever appropriations are there. What do you mean by appropriations? Appropriations means transferred to reserve, that we do a distribution of profit to the owners. That is done. Amount is kept aside for reserves. And what we provide dividend to the preference shareholders. We provide dividend to the preference shareholders. The remaining amount is available for the equity shareholders. That amount is divided among the total number of equity shares. Then we get the earning available to per individual equity share. So for example, the profit available to equity shareholders is 1 lakh and the total number of equity shares is also 1 lakh. Then 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh, earning per share will be 1 rupees. That is, profit is also 1 lakh and the number of equity shares is also 1 lakh. So profit divided by number of equity shares, we get that the earning per share is 1 rupees. That every share is getting a profit of, individual share is getting a profit of 1 rupees. That is known as earning per share. See, when the number of shares, when we are doing buyback, means we are purchasing some shares from the market, then what happens? The number of shares will reduce. Like for example, before buyback, there were 1 lakh shares. Now we have bought back 20,000 shares. हमने क्या किया? 1 लाख शेयर्स थे, उसमें से 20,000 शेयर्स हमने खरीद लिया, कंपनी ने बॉट बैक किया. तो नाउ 1 लाख में से 20,000 शेयर्स कम हो गया. सो नाउ वी हैव 80,000 शेयर्स. नाउ सी, प्रॉफिट इज 1 लाख, divide by 80,000, how much earning per share we get? We get, divide 1 lakh by 80,000, we get rupees 1.25. मतलब पहले अर्निंग पर शेयर 1 रुपीज था, अभी क्योंकि नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स कम हो गया, द अर्निंग पर शेयर हैज इंक्रीज्ड. सी, व्हेन देयर इज अ buyback, the number of shares will reduce, so the earning per share will increase. So the earning per share will increase. Like for example, the profit was 1 lakh and earlier it was divided by 1 lakh shareholders. 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh, we got earning per share as 1 rupees. But now if there is 20,000 shares bought back, so the number of shares will reduce. So this 1 lakh, when divided by 80,000 share because 20,000 shares has been bought back. So there is a reduction in the number of shares. So 1 lakh divided by 80,000, we get rupees 1.25 as the earning per share. Now what can you see that the earning share has been increased from rupees 1 to rupees 1.25. The earning per share, which was 1 rupees earlier, because 1 lakh divided by 1 lakh shares, that is 1 rupees, has now reduced, has now increased to 1.25. That is 1 lakh profit divided by 80,000 shares, 20,000 shares has been bought back. The answer is coming to 1.25. That means after buyback, the number of shares that the earning per share has increased. Next, to reduce the excess share capital, what we can do, the excess share capital once bought, when the shares are bought back, the share capital reduces. So to reduce the excess share capital, to use the surplus cash lying idle in the business, we can think about buyback. To increase the shareholding of the promoters or the present management, what happens? If we are purchasing shares from the market, then that shares, after we purchase those shares, so what happens, we, that shares are cancelled. when we buy back the shares from the market, हम शेयर होल्डर्स को उनका पैसा दे देते हैं और जो शेयर्स को हम परचेज करते हैं उसको हम कैंसिल कर देते हैं, तो देयर विल बी increase in the shareholding of the promoters or the present management, because we are paying back some shares from the market, we are cancelling those shares. Share is cancelled and the payment is given to the shareholders and their membership is coming to an end. जब buyback होता है तो what we do, we purchase the shares from the market, we pay the shareholders. Once the payment is made, their names are removed from the register of members. So there is reduction in the number of shareholders. So the promoters or the present management share percentage may increase because some of the shares after buyback has been cancelled, payment has been made, and then shares has been cancelled. So the percentage of increase in the shareholding of the promoter or present management. Yes, and then the last point that we may discuss is to prevent takeover attempts of the competitors. If there is a threat that there may be a takeover of the company may decide to purchase their own shares from the market, and this may help to prevent takeover of the company by the competitors. So now let us discuss the legal provisions. Let us discuss the legal provisions. So now the first point, sources of funds. So from when we want to make a buyback, we require funds. When we want to purchase, say, our company shares from the market, own company shares from the market, first thing we should have fund. So what are the sources of fund for buyback? Let us see what are the fund sources, medium of fund for the purpose of buyback. So according to section 68(1) of the Companies Act 2013, a company may purchase its own shares or other specified securities, which is referred as buyback, out of its free reserve. So what are the sources of fund? Company may refer to its free reserve. Now, what do you mean by free reserve? As per section 243, subsection 43 of the Act, free reserve means such reserves which, as per the latest audited balance sheet of the company, are available for distribution as dividend, that is divisible profit, are like are known as free reserves. These reserves are known as free reserves, which as per the latest auditor balance sheet of the company are available for the distribution as dividend. That is divisible profits are, which we have divisible profits we have already encountered when we were doing redemption of preference shares. So for the buyback also, free reserves is one of the reserves, are reserves which can be utilized, and we can here also use the securities premium account. What is the securities premium account? When the shares are, or the debentures or any securities are issued at premium, the amount of premium is transferred to the securities premium account. So we can also here utilize the securities premium account for the purpose of buyback. So for the purpose of buyback, what are the sources of fund? First one is free reserves, or we can utilize the securities premium account. What is securities premium account? When the shares or other securities are issued at premium, the amount of premium is transferred to the securities premium account. So that is also one of the sources of fund. Or the proceeds of any shares or other specified securities. So when we, for the purpose of buyback, what we can do, we can sell some others, we can sell any shares or other specified securities in the market, and the proceeds, money what we receive, can also be called as the sources of fund for the purpose of buyback. Now, however, no buyback of any kind of shares or other specified securities can be made out of the proceeds of an earlier issue of the same kind of shares or same kind of other specified securities. So no buyback from proceeds of earlier issue of same kind of shares or others. If we are doing the buyback of other specified securities, then other specified securities of earlier we have made of earlier issue, उसका proceeds को हम यूज नहीं कर सकते जो हमने buyback से पहले, if we have issued and we have the proceeds available, that cannot be utilized during the process of buyback. If we have done any if we have done any issue, हमने कोई दूसरा लाइक अभी बायबैक ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स है तो हमने प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स या debentures, other specified securities, agar we have issued for the purpose of buyback, then that proceeds also we can utilize for the purpose of buyback. So next one, what we have to see, for the purpose of buyback, we require authorization. So permission is required, authorization is required. So where authorization should be there? Firstly, articles of association. The primary requirement is that the articles of association of the company should authorize buyback. So what is the basic requirement? That the articles of association of the company should authorize buyback, should give permission to the buyback. In case such provision, in case such a provision is not available, it would be necessary to alter the articles of association to authorize buyback. So for example, suppose there is no such provision for buyback, then there is a requirement, there is a necessity to alter the articles of association to authorize the buyback. Agar देखो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट रिक्वायरमेंट है कि आर्टिकल्स ऑफ द कंपनी में बाईबैक के लिए और परमिशन होना चाहिए। अगर ऐसा परमिशन नहीं है तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, वी विल इफ सच अ प्रोविजन इज नॉट अवेलेबल it would be necessary to alter the articles of association. We'll have to alter, make changes in the articles of association to authorize the buyback. Buyback को permission देते हुए we have to make changes in the articles of association. Next, even board of directors can approve the buyback up to 10% of the total paid up equity capital and free reserves of the company. So board of directors कितना approve कर सकते हैं buyback के लिए? Board of directors can give a permission up to 10% of the total paid up equity capital and free reserves of the company, and such buyback has to be authorized by the board by means of a resolution passed at the meeting. Means if board of directors are to give the permission, then such authorization by the board by means of a resolution has to be passed at the meeting. So there should be a resolution for the same at the meeting to authorize such buyback. Next, shareholders by a special resolution can approve buyback up to 25% of the total paid up capital and free reserves of the company. Board of directors can approve buyback up to 10%, and shareholders has by special resolution can approve buyback up to 25% of the total paid up capital and free reserves of the company in respect of any financial year. The shareholder can approve by special resolution up to 25% of total equity capital in that year. Next, shares or securities being bought back are to be fully paid up. That means partly paid up shares को हम bought back नहीं कर सकते. We cannot buy back partly paid up equity shares. The equity shares has to be fully paid up is one of the legal requirement. Then post buyback debt equity ratio should not exceed 2:1. So now what you mean by post buyback? That means after the buyback is done, the relationship between the borrowed fund and the equity post buyback, उसका जो रेशो है वो 2:1 से ऊपर नहीं हो सकता. 2 मतलब if the debt is 2 double, इक्विटी शुड बी सिंगल, नॉट टू एक्सीड, इससे ज़्यादा एक्सीड नहीं होना चाहिए. द रेशियो ऑफ द एग्रीगेट ऑफ सिक्योर्ड एंड अनसिक्योर्ड डेट्स owed by the company after buyback is not more than twice the paid up capital and its free reserves. However, the central government by order notify a higher ratio of the debt to capital and free reserves for a class or classes of companies. So here there is a special power with the central government that it may notify a higher ratio also for a certain company or a certain class or classes of company. There may be a higher ratio also, but the standard ratio is 2:1. That is the relationship between the secured and unsecured loans and the capital, share capital and the paid up capital and the free reserves दोनों के बीच में. पोस्ट बायबैक 2:1 से ऊपर there cannot be the ratio, their relationship, their amount जो भी है 2:1 से ज़्यादा एक्सीड नहीं हो सकता, बट देयर इज अ स्पेशल पावर विद द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हु मे नोटिफाई a higher ratio of the debt to capital and free reserves for a specific class or classes of companies. Now the time gap between two buybacks, no offer of buyback under section 68(2) shall be made within a period of 1 year from the date of closure of the preceding offer of buyback. So, at least how much? 1 year का टाइम होना चाहिए between two buybacks. Time limit for completion of buyback. So every buyback shall be completed within a period of 1 year from the date of passing of the special resolution, or the case may be the resolution passed by the board. So 1 year के time पे the buyback procedure shall be completed. Time limit for completion of buyback. Next, this we have already discussed. What are the sources of buyback? What are the sources of buyback? Free reserves. Once again, let us discuss. Free reserves, securities premium account, proceeds of earlier issuer securities other than equity shares, because this is a bought back buyback of equity shares. So we will see the proceeds of issue of earlier issuer securities other than equity shares. Now, देखो, as we know, buyback, the when we are doing buyback, we have to, there are, like I told you, there is some conditions that we have to check while doing buyback. There are 3 tests to check the conditions. First one is maximum limit of amount of equity shares to be bought back. Maximum limit of amount of equity shares to be bought back. The buyback of the shares must not exceed 25% of the total paid up capital and free reserves. So amount किससे ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए? 25% of the total paid up capital and free reserve. Second test क्या है? Maximum limit of number of equity shares to be bought back in any financial year. The buyback of equity shares in any financial year must not exceed 25% of its total paid up equity share capital. So जितने भी shares है 25% से ज़्यादा we cannot buy back in any financial year. So maximum limit is also, number of shares is also 25%, amount to be paid is also 25% of paid up capital and free reserves. Then the last test, that is maximum debt equity ratio post buyback should not exceed 2:1. So debt and equity, that is secured unsecured loan and paid up capital and reserves and surplus जो है उन दोनों के बीच का जो ये रेशो है, द अमाउंट जो है वो 2:1 से ज़्यादा एक्सीड नहीं होना चाहिए पोस्ट बाई बैक. सो these are the conditions. Test to check, 3 tests to check conditions. Now we will discuss the journal entries. And one more thing, journal entry is very similar to the redemption of preference shares. बस वहाँ पे हम preference shares लिखते थे, यहाँ पे we will redemption of preference shares लिखते थे, यहाँ पे we will write buyback of equity shares. But the journal entries are very similar. When we will start, you will understand this. So let us start with the journal entries now. So let us see the accounting entries on buyback. The first entry, proceeds of earlier specific issue of preference shares. जब there is a we have got proceeds, मतलब हमें पैसा मिल रहा है for specific अर्लियर स्पेसिफिक इशू ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स में इक्विटी शेयर्स का बाईबैक हो रहा है तो हम दूसरा क्लास ऑफ शेयर्स इशू करेंगे. So what will be the entry for this? When we will sell preference shares when the company will sell preference shares in the market, what will they get? Preference share market में sell करेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा? They will get money and liability create होगा. Liability is a credit balance preference share capital. So the what will be the entry? The entry will be cash bank account debit to preference share capital. And अगर this is a मतलब अगर ये प्रीमियम में इशू हो रहा है तो वन मोर थिंग विल बी क्रेडिटेड दैट इज सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम अकाउंट. तो एंट्री ऐसा रहेगा कैश बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट. सपोज 100 रुपीज का प्रेफरेंस शेयर वी आर इशूइंग इट 105 रुपीज. सो 5 रुपीज का प्रीमियम है. फेस वैल्यू है शेयर का 100 एंड वी आर इशूइंग एट मोर देन 100 रुपीज. सो जो एक्स्ट्रा 5 रुपीज में हम इशू करते हैं दैट इज अ प्रीमियम. एंड प्रीमियम का पैसा हम सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम विच इज अगेन अ रिजर्व लाइबिलिटी उसमें स्टोर करते हैं. तो एंट्री रहेगा कैश बैंक अकाउंट टू प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल टू सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम अकाउंट. नेक्स्ट, सेल ऑफ असेट और इन्वेस्टमेंट. जब हम असेट को सेल करेंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन? वी विल गेट मनी. असेट या इन्वेस्टमेंट सेल करेंगे तो वी विल गेट मनी. तो कैश इज कमिंग इन अगेन कैश बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट. और जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है या असेट है सेल होने से वो इंक्रीज होगा या डिक्रीज होगा? टेल मी. व्हेन वी आर सेलिंग एन असेट, वो असेट को सेल करने से वो हमारे पास से बाहर चला जाएगा तो असेट हमारा कम हो जाएगा. तो असेट इज अ डेबिट बैलेंस. कम होता है तो क्रेडिट करते हैं. असेट डेबिट बैलेंस होता है बट कम होता है तो क्रेडिट करते हैं. तो कैश बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट या टू असेट अकाउंट ऐसे आएगा. और एक चीज सेल करते हैं तो एक और चीज दिमाग में आता है. व्हाट इज दैट? व्हेनेवर वी सेल वन मोर थिंग कम्स टू आवर माइंड इज प्रॉफिट में सेल किया या लॉस में सेल किया. व्हेनेवर यू आर सेलिंग समथिंग, परचेज करते वक्त ये सवाल दिमाग में नहीं आता बिकॉज परचेज इज अ एक्सपेंस. But whenever you are selling something, what comes to your mind is profit or loss. Profit and so यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे? अगर लॉस रहेगा तो डेबिट ऑल एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस P&L अकाउंट को डेबिट करेंगे. और अगर सेल करते वक्त प्रॉफिट हुआ तो क्रेडिट ऑल इनकम्स एंड गेन हम प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करेंगे. So this is the entry कैश बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट. देखो प्रॉफिट और लॉस दोनों नहीं हो सकता. या तो इट विल बी अ प्रॉफिट और इट विल बी अ लॉस. अगर लॉस होगा तो एंट्री रहेगा कैश बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट डेबिट टू असेट और इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट. ऐसा एंट्री रहेगा. लेकिन अगर प्रॉफिट रहेगा तो एंट्री विल बी कैश बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. सो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस दोनों एक ही बार में नहीं हो सकता. या तो आपको प्रॉफिट होगा या तो आपको सेल में लॉस होगा. यू कैन नॉट experience both at the same time for one particular asset. या तो it will be profit या तो it will be loss. Either profit or loss. Now next, amount payable on buyback. ये जो है अमाउंट पेएबल ऑन बायबैक को हम बोल सकते हैं अमाउंट ड्यू ऑन बाईबैक। तो बाईबैक में क्या अमाउंट पे करने से पहले हम ड्यू, जो भी वी आर पेइंग समथिंग, पे करने से पहले हम ये फाइंड आउट करते हैं कि कितना पे करना पड़ सकता है। सो अमाउंट पेएबल ऑन बाईबैक, सबसे पहले इक्विटी शेयर्स कम हो जाएगा। इक्विटी शेयर इज असेट और लाइबिलिटी, टेल मी। इक्विटी शेयर असेट है या लाइबिलिटी है? इक्विटी शेयर इज अ लाइबिलिटी। इक्विटी शेयर इज अ लाइबिलिटी। हम इक्विटी शेयर किधर लिखते हैं? लाइबिलिटी साइड में लिखते हैं इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल। सो इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल इज अ लाइबिलिटी। सो लाइबिलिटी है तो क्रेडिट बैलेंस। अब हम लोग इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल को पे करेंगे, इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल पे करेंगे तो वो कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो लाइबिलिटी क्रेडिट बैलेंस बाईबैक में कम हो जाएगा। सो डेबिट में बताएंगे। एंड if there is any premium to be payable on buyback, so premium means again, प्रीमियम मतलब क्या? हमें एक्स्ट्रा पैसा पे करना पड़ेगा। इट विल बी अ लॉस। बाई शेयर अगर 10 रुपीज का है, हम प्रीमियम देंगे बाईबैक में तो एक्स्ट्रा देंगे, सो इट विल बी अ लॉस। डेबिट में प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक अकाउंट डेबिट टू, ये मनी किसको पे होगा? It will be paid to the equity shareholders. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल बाईबैक में हम किसको पे करेंगे ये पूरा पैसा? वी विल पे टू द इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स। रिमेंबर रिडेम्पशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स में हम किस प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स को कैंसिल करते थे? प्रीमियम और रिडेम्पशन लिखते थे बिकॉज इट वाज रिडेम्पशन। अगर प्रीमियम देने वाले हैं तो एंड वो पैसा वी यूज टू पे टू द प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स, बट दिस इज बाईबैक ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स, तो ये पैसा किसको पे करेंगे? इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को। ये पैसा किसको पे करेंगे? इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को। सो व्हाट इज द जर्नल एंट्री? इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल कैंसिल हो जाएगा। अगर प्रीमियम दे रहे बाईबैक में तो प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक अकाउंट to equity shareholders. So it is very similar to redemption. वही सब एंट्रीज है, लेकिन यहाँ पे हम रिडेम्पशन के बदले में बाईबैक लिखेंगे क्योंकि रिडेम्पशन प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स का था, बट बाईबैक इज फॉर इक्विटी शेयर्स बिकॉज इक्विटी शेयर्स कैन नॉट बी रिडीम्ड। इक्विटी शेयर्स को रिडीम नहीं कर सकते, रीपे नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज इक्विटी शेयर्स आर परमानेंट शेयर्स ऑफ द कंपनी। बट देयर इज वन relief to the equity shareholders, company can buy back their shares from the market. जब कंपनी अपने खुद के शेयर्स मार्केट में से खरीदते हैं तब these shares can be repaid, तब ये इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को उनका पैसा कंपनी से पहले मिल सकता है। नहीं तो जब कंपनी बंद होता है तभी इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को उनका पैसा मिलता है, वो भी रेसिडुअल क्लेम सबसे लास्ट में। इफ देयर इज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ फंड्स देन ओनली इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स विल गेट देयर क्लेम। करेक्ट, रेसिडुअल क्लेम। नेक्स्ट एंट्री, free reserves transferred to capital redemption account. Like redemption, here also we in buyback also we will be creating CRR. जैसे हम रिडेम्पशन में CRR क्रिएट करते थे, यहाँ पे भी we will be creating CRR account. Like we transfer our free reserves, P&L account, general reserve to capital redemption account, CRR। इसको हम रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व, सॉरी कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व बोल सकते हैं। यहाँ पे कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन अकाउंट लिखा है, बट यू कैन ऑल्सो कॉल इट कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व। दिस इज कॉल्ड एज CRR, कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व। यहाँ पे मैंने अकाउंट लिखा है बट इट इज रिजर्व, कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व। Free reserves transferred to capital redemption reserve. I hope you remember CRR. capital redemption reserve. If you have forgotten, then you can go to my YouTube channel. Already recorded lectures are there of redemption of preference shares in my channel. You can watch those lectures. अगर भूल गए हो, वैसे अभी ये सेमेस्टर में तो तुमको redemption of preference shares चैप्टर नहीं है. You have buyback, तो वही सेम कंसेप्ट है. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू रिमेंबर CRR, कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व. तो क्या करेंगे, फ्री रिजर्व्स को यूज करेंगे. रिजर्व्स मतलब लाइबिलिटी, लाइबिलिटी मतलब क्रेडिट बैलेंस. अब यूज करेंगे तो डेबिट हो जाएगा रिजर्व्स, और एक नया रिजर्व क्रिएट होगा, कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व, which will be shown in the credit side. and reserve जो use होगा वो liability कम हो रहा है. liability means credit कम होता है तो debit करते हैं. तो this will be our entry. कौन सा रिजर्व को यूज किया, P&L अकाउंट को भी यूज कर सकते हैं. फॉर बाईबैक इवन सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम कैन ऑल्सो बी यूज. बाईबैक में हम सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम को भी यूज कर सकते हैं. सो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट यूज हुआ, लाइबिलिटी है, क्रेडिट बैलेंस, बट यूज होता है तो कम होता है, वी डेबिट इट. सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम इज ऑल्सो अ रिजर्व, लाइबिलिटी कम होता है तो डेबिट करते हैं. टू कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व, टू कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व. नाउ लास्टली हम क्या करते हैं, पेमेंट टू शेयर होल्डर्स. इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स, कौन इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स जो है वो याद है ड्यू के एंट्री में क्रेडिट में थे. ड्यू के एंट्री में क्या था, ड्यू का एंट्री इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट, प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक अकाउंट डेबिट टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. तो इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को जब पैसा मिलेगा तो कंपनी का पैसा बाहर जाएगा. एंड हु विल रिसीव द मनी, पेमेंट टू शेयर होल्डर्स में हु विल रिसीव द मनी, इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स विल रिसीव द मनी, एंड कंपनी का पैसा बाहर जाएगा टू कैश बैंक. तो एंट्री रहेगा इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स अकाउंट डेबिट टू cash bank. What is the amount to payment to equity shareholder? What is the entry to payment to equity shareholder? Equity shareholders account debit to cash bank. Now last entry, premium on buyback return off. जो प्रीमियम हमने दिया था, प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक डेबिट में था, अब उसको कैंसल करेंगे तो हम फ्री रिजर्व से सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम यूज कर सकते हैं. तो उसको यूज करेंगे तो वो तो लाइबिलिटी है, क्रेडिट बैलेंस यूज करेंगे तो डेबिट हो जाएगा. तो हम या तो सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम यूज कर सकते हैं, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट फ्री रिजर्व यूज कर सकते हैं. एंड प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक जो डेबिट में था अब कैंसल होगा तो क्रेडिट हो जाएगा टू प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक अकाउंट. विद दिस what happens, all the entries related to buyback are done. And with this I will end today's lecture. We will start with the practical sums in the next lecture. Thank you very much everyone.